Ever seen pop-ups on websites like get 50% off or wait, don't leave yet? They sure look good, but when you try to make them on your own, either the plugin's too heavy or it messes up your site. But here's the good news. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to create these pop-ups right inside WordPress with Nexter's pop-up builder block. Just drag, drop and boom, your pop-ups live in minutes. And the best part, it's all fully visual. Now, the pop-ups you're seeing right here, every single one of them is built using Nexter's pop-up builder block. So, whether it's slide in, corner pop-up or exit intent offer, you also get ready-made templates for them which you can import with just one click. Now, without any further ado, let's dive in and build it step by step on your WordPress site and also look into how it exactly works. Alright, first up we need to install Nexter blocks. So for that, I'm heading to plugins, then clicking add plugin, and here in the search bar, I'm typing Nexter blocks. Once I find it, I'm clicking install now and then activate. Now, once it's active, you'll spot Nexter blocks in the sidebar. So I'm going ahead and clicking on it, and this brings us straight into the main dashboard. Right here, it's asking how you want to start. I'm selecting use WordPress blocks and then clicking continue. Boom, just like that, you've unlocked all the blocks. Next, I'm clicking continue again. Now it's showing us all the ready-made templates. But since we don't need them right now, I'm skipping this step and moving ahead. After that, there's a screen explaining the free theme builder features. We're not using that either, so again, skipping it. Now, a special offer screen pops up. Since we're not upgrading just yet, I'm clicking continue again. Next up, as you can see, our email is already filled in. Just tick the agreement box, then I'm clicking next, and finally, I'm clicking the finish button. That's it. Now, you're inside the Nexter blocks dashboard. And in this video, since we're working with the pop-up builder block, I'll simply head over to the blocks tab and search for pop-up builder. Here, you'll immediately notice a little lock icon. That's because this block is part of the Pro version. So, in order to unlock it, you need to click on the Upgrade Now button, choose the plan that suits your needs, and once your purchase is complete, you'll receive a zip file along with your license key. Now, switch back to the WordPress dashboard, head over to plugins, click add plugin, and then upload plugin. Upload the zip file, click install now, and then activate the plugin. Once that's done, you'll see the activate license option appear at the top. Click on it, paste your license key into the field and hit activate. That's it, your pro features are now active. Now, I'm going back to the block section searching for pop-up builder again, and this time it's unlocked. So I'm going ahead, toggling it on, and done. Everything's now in place and we're ready to move ahead to start designing. Alright, let's start customizing the pop-up builder block. First, I'm creating a new page. So here in the pages section, I'll click add page and name it pop-up builder. Now, once it's done, let me tell you, we've got two ways to create a pop-up. The first way is to design it from scratch using the block. The second way, which is much quicker, is to use a ready-made template. Let me show you what I mean here. I'm clicking on the plus icon on the right, and then I'm selecting the pop-up builder block. And now I'm clicking import pre-designed template. As you can see, the import pre-designed block styles modal pops up, and I'm clicking install W design kit. When the installation is complete, the search presets modal appears, showing all these pre-designed pop-up templates. Now this is exactly what I was talking about. No need to create anything from scratch. These ready to import fully editable templates are all you need. I'm scrolling down and you can see there are so many here. Whichever template catches your eye, just click on the download icon below it. A success message confirms the import is complete, and the chosen template is now loaded into our editor. Set! Now, the speciality of this pop-up is that you can add as many blocks as you like inside of it, which increases its utility. Now, let me guide you how you can do this. Simply click in this region, then click on the plus icon right here. As you can see, it opens the block inserter. This means you can add any element you want from here, but just a quick heads up, make sure all the necessary Nexter blocks are enabled in the backend, otherwise they won't appear. I've already done that part for this demo, so all of them are present here. And let me also tell you, this builder is flexible. You can add, remove or rearrange blocks however you want. And if you'd like to adjust their position, just drag and drop them inside the list view. It's really that easy. Moving forward, let's click on the pop-up builder. Now it's time to explore its settings. Once selected, head over to the Layout tab and open the Content section. Here under Type, you'll see a drop-down with several cool options. By default, it's set to slide, but if you switch to push content or pop-up, you'll notice that the pop-up behaves differently when triggered. For now, I'll keep it at slide because it fits the design best, but you can experiment here to get your desired look. Next up, direction. I'm clicking through the arrows, top, bottom, right, and left. Just to show you how it works, I'll stick with the default because it works well here. And yes, this update reflects directly on the front end, so you can preview it live. Additionally, there's a width option, which lets you adjust how broad your pop-up appears. Alright, finally let's check the content type drop-down. If I select content, it lets me add text inside. Pattern shows options for creating or picking pre-made patterns. Since I don't have any saved right now, it's showing none. But if you do, they'll appear here. And lastly, there's shortcode. Here, you can paste any shortcode you want to display inside the pop-up. For this demo, I'll switch back to editor since it fits better with what we're building. Now, moving ahead, let's open the pop-up load settings section. This is where you choose how your pop-up will show up on the site. There are three types here: button, icon, and hidden. Use button if you want users to click and open the pop-up. Icon shows a clickable icon as the trigger. And hidden works silently, based on conditions like time delay or scroll. Since I'm going with button, let me walk you through its settings real quick. You can customize the button text with your own message. Then the icon. You can turn it off if you don't need it, but I'll keep it on here. To change it, just click select icon and pick one from the library. You can also adjust the icon position, left or right, whatever fits best. And if things look too tight, tweak the icon spacing and size. Now, moving further down, let's talk about the icon type. I'm just showing you the settings available here so you get the idea. You'll see options for icon style, width, weight, and padding. All there if you want to fine-tune the look. Lastly, there's additional padding you can apply for a polished finish. Alright, now let's quickly look at hidden. This one doesn't show any trigger button or icon. It only works silently based on the display conditions you've set. Speaking of which, let's talk about display conditions. This part is super important because it controls exactly when and how your pop-up appears. Here, you might notice on button click and on page load turned on by default. These are the most common triggers. One shows the pop-up when someone clicks a button, the other when the page loads. Pretty straightforward. Now, from here, let's quickly go through the rest. And yes, don't worry, I'll keep it short and to the point. Starting with delay time. It's already set to 500 milliseconds by default, so it doesn't feel too abrupt. You can increase or decrease it depending on your flow. Next, on scroll. This triggers the pop-up when the visitor scrolls down. By default, the offset is set to 200 pixels. Then, exit intent. This appears when the user moves their cursor to leave the page. Great for catching attention before they bounce. Next, after inactivity. It shows the pop-up when someone stays idle. I'm setting mine to 5 seconds here. Then, after X page views, this lets you trigger the pop-up after a certain number of pages. I'll add 4 here, but you can choose any number. Next is arriving from specific URL. This is great for campaigns. It shows the pop-up only to users coming from a particular link. Then, on any other elements click. Here, you can link the pop-up to a custom element by adding its class. Next, based on URL parameter, this displays the pop-up when a specific parameter is present in the URL. Then, show for specific time. I'm toggling it on. Here, you can set a start and end date so the pop-up is only active during that period. For example, I'm setting the start date to October 10th, 2025 at 8 p.m. and the end date to October 11th, 2025 at 12:15 p.m. And finally, show X times per user. This lets you limit how many times the same user sees the pop-up. I'm setting mine to 2 times with a 3-day gap in between. Perfect. Now, you've seen how pop-up load settings control exactly when and how your pop-up appears. No doubt, these options are powerful and key for shaping that first impression for visitors. Now, let's move to the extra options section. First up, escape button close content. When enabled, pressing escape will close the pop-up instantly. Next, outer click close content. This closes the pop-up automatically if someone clicks outside it. Supernatural and great for usability. And finally, fixed toggle button. When you enable it, positioning controls appear. From here, you can decide where that toggle button should stick on the screen: left, right, top, or bottom. Each one comes with a slider and input field, so you can drag for quick adjustments or set precise values in pixels or percentages. And with tablet and mobile controls, you can make it fully responsive. For example, maybe you want the button in the top left on desktop, but bottom right on mobile. These settings make that super easy. Saying that, we've covered everything inside the Layout tab. Now, let's get inside the Style tab. Here on opening, you will see there are 4 main sections, namely Content Area, Close Icon, Toggle Button, and Content Scroll Bar. Each one of these is fully customizable, so whether it's padding, background color, or border radius, you get the full flexibility to manage them all. Really handy here is the responsive toggle, since it lets you control tablet and mobile separately, making sure the pop-up looks perfect everywhere. And at the end, you've got the Content Scroll Bar. It's divided into 3 parts: Scroll Bar, Thumb, and Track, and each part can be styled your way. And that's all inside the Style tab. Alright, so now that we've wrapped up the Style tab, let's move over to the Advanced tab. Here, you will find a lot more features to explore. But let me quickly walk you through the ones I personally like the most. And just so you know, this section offers a lot, but I'm picking just a few settings that I personally love and use often. First, we've got on-scroll animation. You'll see a bunch of effects here. I'm going with light speed because it gives that quick punchy motion, but you can always test others depending on your style. Next, open Nexter Extras and toggle on continuous animations. From the drop-down, you'll see some really amazing effects. They look super smooth and eye-catching. You can also explore content hover and 3D tilt. And remember, all of this shows only on the front end, so make sure you check it properly. Next is event tracking. With this, you can see where your users are clicking. The main tools for this are GA4 and Facebook Pixel. And we're making a separate video on that, so stay connected. And with that, we're finishing up this video here. You can explore more options in the Advanced tab your own way. Now, let's save the settings and have a look at the final result. And there you go. Our pop-up is live with all the styles and effects we just set up. And just like that, you've got complete control over pop-ups without touching a single line of code. From timed triggers to internal pop-up elements, everything's now in your hands. So if this helped you build better user experiences, go ahead, like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel as we keep uploading such informative WordPress tutorials every single week. For now, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay creative and keep learning.